Hey peeps, it's those two girls again, Shannon and Cassandra, and we're back with some more Lord of the Rings, Two Towers.
So I did go back and leveled up Aragorn and Gimli behind the scenes. So they are now both level 3. And I actually played through Amon Hen as a level 3 Aragorn. So it is 100% doable as a level 3.
Well, we'll see, for me at least.
While I was leveling the characters the other day, I don't know if you're probably not aware of this, but Markiplier was doing a charity live stream.
Oh yeah.
Yep. For I believe it's a group that does things for people with bipolar disorders. So I was watching the live stream while doing that. So for those of you who don't know, Markiplier is a well-known YouTuber. Does a lot of charity work. Great guy. Definitely check him out. We don't personally know him, but just by all accounts, everyone says he's a pretty cool guy. So he did a thing for charity. If they reached a certain goal, he would dye his hair pink. And the problem was GoFundMe was being really glitchy, and so people weren't able to donate. So technically they didn't reach the goal, but he was pretty sure they would have. And so he was debating should he actually dye his hair or not. So Jack messaged him basically, and Jack is Jacksepticeye for those of you who are unsure of who I'm talking about. Another YouTuber. Does great stuff as well. Definitely check both of these guys out. So Jack said he would dye his hair green if Mark did it. The problem is, when he went to call Jack on Skype, his Skype ended up getting shown on the live stream.
Oh shit.
And he, within 15 minutes, he had 120 requests. I didn't really think about the fact that, you search people by their username and whatever on Skype, because I rarely use it. But how do you feel about that? Because me personally, I'm automatically well, I'm not going to do anything with that, because, whatever. But how do you feel about the people who don't respect that privacy?
I think it's a little bit sad. Because, they themselves would not want people bothering them constantly, you know what I mean? They want that privacy themselves, so I don't know why they wouldn't extend it to someone else. But I don't know.
Yeah, because, for me, I find it, I don't necessarily find it sad, per se, but I think it's unfortunate that people have such a lack of respect for other people. And I know a lot of people would say, oh, well, they're a celebrity, so they should be used to that and whatever. They've put themselves out to the world, but once again...
As a professional, not as a personal person.
I don't think it's right to say, well, people, they're somewhat famous, people know who they are, therefore their life is an open book and I can do whatever I want with them, with any information I find. And I think it's important that people realize that, their name might be well known and more, they might be considered, I'm going to use quote-unquote famous, they might be considered to be a celebrity to some people, but what is the difference between someone who's famous and someone who's not?
More people know them. That's it, basically.
Yeah, it's literally...
When you mention their name, someone else will be like, oh yeah, I know that person. Yeah, literally, that's all. Yeah, all it is.
Literally, the difference between someone who is famous and someone who is not is the amount of people who know their name. So why does that make them open to ridicule and to things like paparazzi? Why is it that they're...
More people care about what goes on in their personal lives than with just the average Joe, which I don't actually know why, because really they're not that different from the average Joe.
Yeah. I feel like the people who do this, you have to think about it from a perspective of, if this happened to me, how would I feel if I had 100 people I don't know contacting me?
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, and even he said, he can't believe that somebody would actually, go out and add him thinking that, yes, I'm going to accept a request from some random person I've never met or heard of.
Oh. Is he going to die now?
Yeah.
If I were someone with, like, say, a Facebook page set aside for maybe people to follow me, or that I can interact with them on that particular page, that's fine. But like my private page, which is probably really boring anyways, which is another thing, it's really boring shit that people are interested in when you think about it. It's just stuff to share with my family and people that I've known for a really long time.
Like, they have a Facebook page, they have a Twitter, and like they talk to people in the comments on YouTube. It's not like they haven't made themselves available. So why do you feel the need to, like, use something that's private to them? Like, at least allow these people some privacy.
I guess it would be interesting to hear from people who would do it. You know what I mean?
Would add them?
Yeah.
Okay, so people in the comments below, people from the side who say leave them alone, give them their privacy, please comment on that. And people who think it's okay to add somebody because if they make a mistake, like accidentally letting their private Skype
Or their
be
cell
seen.
phone number.
Yeah, so people who think it is okay to call people once you've like found their or stalk, not stalk, but like, you know, just like use people's personal
to connect
information
with them on a personal level without their permission.
Yeah, when you don't know that person, you're not friends with them. Why do you think that's okay? If you do,
What motivates you to go that far?
yeah. So yeah, please leave that in the comments below. We'd love to hear everyone's opinions on this. So yesterday we went to Fan Expo. Part of it was to do research for another project we're working on, and also to see if we could get some cheap games to update our library. Did not work out.
No.
But we did end up seeing the new Xbox. What did you think about it?
Well, I mean, I've seen it before,
Oh,
but
I haven't.
never like up close like that. I remember when they were doing the promotion for it, like when they, like before it came out and everything. What is that thing called? The convention where they release all that information about the new systems.
It's not PAX, is it?
I don't know, but on that convention,
No, it's
they
not PAX
showed-
because that's Penny Arcades. It's one. I know which one you mean.
yeah. Well, they showed the design for the Xbox and what it looked like, and I thought it looked like shit. But seeing it up close, I don't know if they've changed it because it's been out for like 1 or 2 years now already. Yeah, I don't know if they've changed the design at all. But it looks better up close than it did from far away.
Fair enough.
It looks less boxy, more interesting. Like there's actual detail to it.
Mm-hmm.
The controller is kind of boring. I don't know. I've never been a fan of Xbox controllers. I don't like how clunky they are and large. I prefer smaller, compact things. But, there was one guy who came up to us when
Yeah.
we were looking at the controllers and started talking about how there's these new controllers coming out that you can customize, like every aspect of it.
And they actually had an example of it there, and it does look really cool.
It looks really nice.
And I was actually going to say thank you to the. I don't know who he is.
He's just so random. I loved
But
it.
the gentleman literally just approached us. And didn't know us from Adam, and basically just came up and showed us and said, you know, you should take a look at this one, because Cassandra was commenting on how she doesn't like how clunky it is and how it's still too thick. I think you were saying.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you need to come look at this.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Did I take too long?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh no. Yay.
And told do you want to take this one, or do you want me to?
I guess you should.
Okay. And he just came up and started telling us the specs, and that was really cool. So whoever he is, I don't know that he's ever going to see this, but thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the new controller that the guy was showing us?
I think it's expensive. That's what I think.
I-
It's pretty and expensive.
I definitely think it will be expensive, but I also really like it because it's fully customizable in that you can change your D-pad depending on your preferences, or even if it's like you play a specific way with a specific game. So there's a whole lot more buttons than there used to be, and it's fully customizable in that you can also, for gameplay, you can customize to your own preferences. So I guess we'll end it here. So until next time,
Go play, peeps.
bye!
I'm so sick and fucking tired of love triangles, and they're in everything. Every freaking TV show, every movie, every book. It's like, does no one have an ounce of originality?
Run!